GarageBand for iOS has multiple effects that can be used to process our audio and virtual instrument tracks. In this video, we're going to cover how to use some of these audio effects on our tracks. Before starting this video, make sure to check out the rest of the videos in this series so you're all caught up. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get notified whenever we release new videos. After reviewing how to use some of the mixing tools in GarageBand iOS in the last video, it's now time to move on to how to use some of the more complex effects. Just like last time, to start using effects, we need to go to the tracks view at the top, then open the mixer view for each of our tracks. From there, we need to go to the plugins and EQ for our track. Most of our tracks will have the compressor and visual EQ added to them by default. Additional effects will need to be added separately. To do this, press the Edit button beside the plugins and EQ title. We can now see that we have some additional slots for effects. The ones with the green circle with the plus button with nothing next to them are where we can add these effects. The effects that we have included with GarageBand iOS are the Bit Crusher, Chorus, Distortion, Flanger, Microphaser, Overdrive, Track Echo, Track Reverb, Tremolo, and Vocal Transformer. For the Bit Crusher, we get a resolution which sets the bit depth, such as 8-bit, and downsampling. For chorus, we get mix, which can be set to 50%, intensity, and rate in hertz. Distortion gives us drive, tone, and volume output. Flanger has controls for mix, intensity, rate, and feedback. Microphaser has controls for LFO rate, feedback, and intensity. Overdrive has controls for drive, tone, and output, just like the distortion effect. Track Echo is slightly different. This has a timing control at the top that links to the project timing. It can be set based on musical note time. We can touch this and scroll through some different timing options. We get notes from 16th triplet all the way to half-dotted notes. Additionally, we get sliders for repeat, color, dry mix, and wet mix. Track Reverb has controls for pre-delay, stereo spread, reverb time, high cut, and dry and wet mix values. Tremolo has controls for depth, rate, and stereo phase. The vocal transformer effect gives us pitch and four-man controls. For a standard audio track, GarageBand iOS allows us to have the compressor and visual EQ tools, which cannot be removed, as well as 4 additional effects on that track. To reorder these effects, we can hold down and drag the 3 bars on the right side to change their order. When using all these effects, just make sure the power button is turned on the top left, that way the effect is being applied to the track. You can also use the little arrow on the right hand side to collapse and expand the track controls. Some plugins and presets will come with some of these effects pre-applied. We can also go back and adjust them to our liking. Other effects such as guitar amp simulation may only allow us to use 2 additional effects instead of our 4 on that track. Keep in mind though that these tracks already have effects applied to them with both the amp simulation and the pedal effects, so there's a lot more processing going on here than what's needed for a regular audio track or MIDI track. Thanks for checking out this video on using effects in GarageBand iOS. If this video helped you out, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also check the video description for links to social media accounts to stay up to date on all our new content.